so fire. She know there's a person she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. We keep on this lady, her ride. Back when I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela River, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes a toss right. Here comes Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It'll be a pickup test. That's a Steeler first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A first down throw from Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Throwing, Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground is Johnson. We'll push forward here down to about the 27. The veteran Kenny Clark in on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down.
18. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Plant. Zoom.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And off the deflection, it is taken in. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Get 318. Hey, take 26.
First down for Aaron. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Robert Woods. Touchdown Steelers. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get clipped down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The man in motion is Watson. On 2nd down, Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
So when you're rushing the passer, you've got to contain him in the pocket. It's not only just about you getting your sack, but it's about rushing as a unit. All of a sudden, you lose the integrity of the contain, and you end up turning it into a big play for your opponent.
Room to run at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body throw runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready?
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Exiting the pocket right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
McManus on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. Rodgers on 1st down. That's caught. Right side. It's Firemove. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
258.
Trying the left side. It is Johnson. And he will go forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
That's a game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go again with Johnson.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
258.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and makes a huge tackle short of the...
He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Look at the 8.
On play action, Rodgers. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get down to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Second and 10. On the give, it's Johnson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
It's just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Love to throw on 1st and 10. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Fuller. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Second and inches.
Set. 53. Check.
Love will give it up on a pop pass. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Love. Escaping to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Back to the air, it's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get an even 20 on that block. First down, Packers.
Here we go.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Darius Slay. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Here's second and 6.
Ready.
And motion, it's Golden.
Red. 38.
On the carry, here's Israel Abanikanda. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
From the gun, it's Love. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Derek Harmon. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will tie up the game.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
So, field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
Second and 5. They'll run. This is Jalen Waller. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
319.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this.
Let's go. Right. Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. The linebacker, Nick Herbig. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
This brought in out past the 20. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
26.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And they'll take this down inside the 45. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's first and 10. A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
26-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Quick to Metcalf. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
26, 319. Back north.
First down for Aaron. That is hauled in at the 5. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going up top again. This one caught before. And he's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers.
You know, we spend so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. Might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out from the 35.
60 red. 60 red. Red, yellow, red.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Love to throw it on 1st down. This one complete down the field to Golden. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big one there to start the second half. 59 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Jacobs. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers will cut the lead down to 4.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, It's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Over the middle and taken in by Firemove. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 9.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come on, ready?
On the bootleg, it's Love. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Back to throw is Love. A quick slash worked in by Watson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
In motion, Reed. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and Really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Here's a run with their tight end, trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short, down at the 1.
And I really like the play call, especially given this situation. But remember, these defensive players, they get paid too. So even though it's maybe something they weren't necessarily prepared all week to defend, they got the stop before he was able to score.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now it's Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
319! Jump out!
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Fuller. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, ready? You, yellow. Let's go. 10 black. Ball ready. Ready.
Here's Love to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Down. Black. 95.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line. But they are in business. First and goal coming up.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
Set. Ready.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Second down, Rodgers. Pass taken in by Johnson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good game, brings up third down.
Third and a yard.
26. 58.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
He'll show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
With the middle, that one caught by Watson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Another walk through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? You're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Try again. It's second and 10. Off the play fake. Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Hey, 6, 18.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front.
Green 18.
Rodgers going up top again. Rashawn Gary. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Rodgers now. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. That is Keyshawn Nixon, twice in all throws, a special teamer, made himself into a good defensive player. In for the sack. Gonna need a big play now, third down and long. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Osborne adds the extra point, and the Steelers are back within 6.
Steelers 27.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Let's go now. Right, 97. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
On first down, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Green Bay first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Running left. Finding room to the 20. And he's down at the 3. What a run. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Back, ready. 10 black. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. From a little further back, here's second and goal. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
Ready, ready. Set.
They'll run with Jacobs. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop, 35 seconds to go.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 2nd down.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The career is more at stake when you're proud. That paper, baby, my face on it.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. This one down the field for Freiermuth. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
19. Over.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. At 3, 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First down, it's Johnson. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, right back to Johnson.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers.